What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so I want to give a shout out to the brother that sent me this information right here. Long time subscriber and YouTuber. I've known him, man, we go back to like 2009, 2010. But anyway, this guy down at the bottom, Ricky G, man, he's a Twitter. He's on Twitter. What would you call it? A tweeter or an Xer now? I don't know. I know it's now rebranded X, but he's on Twitter, and he's a basketball fan, from what I could decipher. And he see through a lot of the same BS that we see through. You know what I'm saying? Like the media manipulation when it comes to pushing certain players, agendas, and narratives and things of that nature, right? So he sees through that. And he was making a point about how it's pretty obvious that Clutch has it in for Steph Curry. They see Steph as a threat to LeBron's legacy. And I've said this before, like whenever Steph Curry is in the news for something big, like when they won their fourth title, you all of a sudden see certain news outlets comparing LeBron and Steph and showing how LeBron is the more dominant player individually, and you know it's not even close, and it's damage control because they want the narrative to be that LeBron is the reigning supreme active player and the only one who can question the Jordan GOAT narrative. But Draymond Green has a problem with what Ricky G is talking about. Let me tell you why. Because if you look down, Ricky G says, Clutch sees Steph as the enemy. They should see him as a great to uplift LeBron. This is why I don't like Draymond Green playing both sides. It doesn't feel right. I get it if it's business. Bird and Magic were smarter than this. They joined each other to uplift their greatness. They never, and it cuts off right there, but I think he said something like, they uplifted their greatness, they never turned on each other, and they both utilized each other. Something to that effect. So here comes Draymond Green. This is Draymond Green, offended when anybody ever questions his boo LeBron or calls him out on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As a warrior who we all see is conflicted when he's out there competing against LeBron and the Lakers. He's not nearly the same player. So this is what he said. Imagine overvaluing your opinion so much that you get this caught up in two men's lives. Starts using the word enemy to describe two black heroes, and then proceed to falsely accuse another black man of playing both sides. Both sides of what, to be exact? A pointless debate? Well, first of all, Draymond Donkey, this pointless debate has been started and perpetuated and exacerbated, if anything, by your boy and his camp. They keep pushing this fucking debate. Whenever it calms down, whenever we talking about something else, whenever we try to talk about something else, here comes Rich Paul with his big fat mouth going on this podcast or your podcast or somebody else's podcast. Because it got to the point now with LeBron, he knows it looks tawdry. It looks cheap and self-promoting for him to call himself the GOAT. So he uses subordinates like yourself and Rich Paul, a.k.a. Bitch Paul, to go around and push this GOAT narrative. So if it's a pointless debate, you need to tell LeBron that. And Rich Paul that. Because they're the one that seems more interested in this shit. Michael Jordan didn't even open his mouth. The only thing that we're doing on social media is those of us who feel like Michael Jordan is the GOAT or somebody else is the GOAT, we're defending our position. We're playing defense, honestly. That's what we're doing. We're playing defense because offense is being played by you guys. You're the ones that are pushing this shit. You. Ever since the 2016 NBA Finals, you guys been pushing it. And ironically, they've been pushing ever since they beat you guys in the finals. And you're the number one cheerleader for this guy. Then he uses the old tried and true. When you don't have anything to really argue against what someone is saying, you use the race card. 2 black men. 2 black heroes. LeBron ain't no fucking hero. LeBron right now, as we speak, is attempting to sell his Badussi to the highest Saudi bidder. I'm already seeing articles saying, oh, will LeBron play 2 years for $1 billion for the Saudis, or 1 year, $900 million, all these ridiculous figures. But it's not that ridiculous considering that they're willing to pay that soccer player $776 million for 1 year. LeBron was serious when he said, hey, for the right amount, I'm running my ass to Saudi Arabia. And that's where he at right now. Saudi Arabia. Despite the fact that Saudi Arabia has a terrible human rights violation record. 10% of the population is African Saudis. They get treated like second class citizens. They got to sit in the back of rooms and the back of transportation. They expect to always submit to their lighter skinned or their the majority population. There's job discrimination, housing discrimination. Most of the people who are impoverished in Saudi Arabia are black Saudis. They get beaten, put in jail. They get treated right now like how we got treated 100 years ago. But LeBron, the supposed activist, he over there selling, he about to sell his pussy and shit. So I want to hear more about this dude being an activist. That's it. That's dead. That's dead. I want to hear more about that shit. I peeped that out. I noticed people trying to run away from that shit. Nah. So I wouldn't even care so much if James Harden went over there. Because you know why? James Harden never professed to be an activist. James Harden never professed to talk about how, he's politically involved and go on social media and champion this, that, and the other. But if you do that, then people have certain expectations for you. People look at you like, okay, well, if that's what you rolling with, then you can't do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? How people look at Dr. King? Let's say Dr. King got a fucking a donation to his cause from goddamn the Ku Klux Klan. You think he'll accept that shit? Or, got an endorsement from George Wallace or some shit to be a butler at his fucking. That's basically how I'm kind of looking at it. Like, that's Martin Luther King Jr. accepting an invitation to be a butler at one of the fucking banquets and shit for money. Well, they said that they paid me $2 million. All I gotta do is serve some chicken, and I can't look nobody in the eye, but still believe in my. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. So anyway, that's all I got to say about this, man. Draymond Green's a clown. Dude called him out. He was right, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And about people being involved. What's his first thing he said?